Back home, huh?
Back home.
Always good. Always
Big
good.
ticket request tonight?
No, you know what, Jeff? I make that list real short. You know, the tickets I get, and I might ask, you know, for about 4 more, and that's about it. And I'll tell them, you know, these 4 are for Anita and the family, and I got 2 for this person, 2 for that person. The rest of y'all get your own. I can't, you know, worry about trying to get, you know, tickets for everybody. So I try to leave that list as short as possible.
They still take care of you though, don't they?
Yeah, they still take care of me. You know, John was in there asking, you know, you didn't call me. I said, well, I'm good. You know, so you know, so I still got a few if you need them. No, I'm good. I'm good. You know, I don't feel like getting on the phone trying to make calls at the last second and all that stuff anyway. So yeah, they take good care of me, so I can't complain.
What's the season been like for you so far?
It's been tough. You know, it's been tough, but you know, I think anytime you're dealing with the injuries that we've been dealing with, you know, we got off to a pretty decent start, and then we just kind of hit a bump in the road. We knew December and January were going to be very tough months for us, and they have, you know, obviously have been. But then all the injuries starting to come into play has made it that much tougher. But to be honest with you, the thing I love about these guys is we got a bunch of guys that just fight every day. You know, they wake up in the morning, they come with a great attitude to practice, they keep working. Obviously, we're pretty young right now. A lot of these young guys are getting some valuable experience. You know, so, you know, I mean, the wins haven't been there like I wanted it to be, but I'm still having a lot of fun teaching these guys and really trying to make them understand what it is to be in this league and how important it is for them to continue to get better each and every day.
On the flip side here, these guys, Lakers have a winning record. They struggle some, and when they struggle, it was like Armageddon. Fans are going crazy. Us in the media were, you know, critiquing them. Even Phil and Kobe took shots at them.
Right.
From your perspective, what do you think about the Lakers? What do you think will end up happening with them?
You know, I still think they're going to be right there when it's all said and done. But that's what happens when you're used to winning. When you win on a consistent basis, and you got the guy that's the, you know, ultimate competitor, you know, in Kobe, who wants to win every game. You know, it's not good enough right now. You know, so I understand that, been there, done that. You know, so, you know, I understand how, you know, he's a perfectionist. He wants to win every single game. And I played with a guy the same way in Irvin. You know, he wanted to win every game and made everybody else on the team want to win every game. So, you know, I understand what they're going through. But the season is never going to be, for any team, especially the champions, it's never going to be where it's just an easy sail. You know, you're going to have your ups and downs during the season. You're going to play some bad games. You're going to have some bad stretches. But when it's all said and done, I think they're still going to be, you know, they're still the team to beat.
With your stint here, is there any examples that you draw from your playing career or just your stints in New Jersey, New Orleans that you use as like teachable examples to the guys?
No, to be honest with you, I just try to teach them every day and try to help guys get better. You know, try to make sure that we understand what we're doing offensively as well as defensively. We got to keep improving on the defensive end, especially. You know, they have to play that part of the basketball game like you know, with some sense of urgency. But I think the thing that has helped me through all this at this early stage is the fact that I've been through it before. You know, I've been through it in New Jersey, I've been through it in New Orleans, so I know how to deal with it. And I know if we keep working as hard as we have been working as coaches and our players keep working the way they've been working in practice, you know, we'll come through this and we'll feel better about ourselves. And in the long run, it's probably be one of the best things that ever happened to us.
What's a realistic time frame as far as getting back to being a contender?
As far as I'm concerned, next year. That's how I look at it. I mean, this year isn't all the way gone, but I mean, with Andy being out and Boobie and all the guys that we have hurt, you know, obviously it's going to be very tough for us to make the playoffs this year. That goes without saying. But once the year is over, you know, I think next year we got to obviously make some changes, you know, to our roster. We got to add some pieces to it. But that's how I look at it. Next year.
When you took the job, knowing that LeBron James wasn't going to be there, did that make you pause a little bit before taking the job? That you thought, you know, okay, he's not here, won't be here? So
no, BT, because when I took the job, I didn't know if he was going to be here or not. You know, and like I told, you know, most of the people in Cleveland, is that when I took the job, you know, I always kind of took it saying, you know, if he's not here, we still got some pretty good pieces here that we can work with. So I took the job knowing that it could be half full, per se. You know, knowing that he could, you know, that he could skip and go somewhere else. And I also say to myself, if he's here, great. We got a team that can contend for a championship. So, you know, obviously my decision wasn't based on, you know, surely what he was going to do. It was based on what I thought we had at that particular point. So, and do I regret that decision? By no means. I'm telling you, the organization is you know, top of the line. Dan Gilbert is unbelievable. Working with Chris Grant and Dave Griffin has been unbelievable. It's like a family, or it reminds me a lot of being here. You know, so I know that we're going to turn this thing back around, and like I told Chris the other day, it will be that much more gratifying because we've gone through this, or we're going through this. But that's how, you know, that's how I look at everything. You know, the glass is half full as far as I'm concerned. We're going to be right back up at the top soon.
You're still selling out. The fans been supportive.
Fans been unbelievable, very supportive. Each and every game they're there. They're continuously rooting this team on. And I think what they're asking for is guys to just go out there and compete and play hard every single night. And for the most part, especially lately, that's what our guys have been doing. We don't ask them to do any more, any less. Just go out there and you play as hard as you can for as long as you can, but make sure you compete every single night.
When you were interviewing for the job, how much thought, I mean, just knowing that film is kind of a year-to-year proposition now, how much thought did the Lakers job opening in the near future, you know, I guess how much thought did you give that?
Really none.
None? Okay.
I can't think about what's going to happen in the next 2 or 3 years, to be honest with you.
12 months.
I couldn't think about that either. I thought about what was happening at that particular point. I wanted to take what I thought was the best opportunity, which I still think is. When I started getting conversation or having conversations with Cleveland, like I said, I thought that was a great opportunity, a great job. And I thought so no matter what LeBron was going to do. So like I said, I'm still very happy about my decision. Loving it down there in Cleveland. The fans have been great. The organization has been great. We just got to get some more wins. That's the bottom line.
You've talked all year about wanting to push the tempo and run a lot more. And thanks to some of these injuries, you've got Iyenga and Manny Harris, who had a great game, Hicks in the center and starting lineup. With those athletes, are you going to make even more of an effort to try and push the pace? Yeah,
we got to push the pace. You know, and Iyenga's not playing tonight because he hurt his ankle the other night. So, you know, the hits just keep on coming, you know, as far as injuries are concerned. But, yeah, I mean, we got a bunch of young guys right now. And, you know, the emphasis from day one was to get up and down the floor, be more of a fast break team, be more of a team to pass the ball, really moved it around. And we got guys that are doing that. They're buying into the system and understanding that it's good for us as a team because we can't rely on one guy to get it done. You know, so it's taking guys a little time, but they're starting to understand what we're trying to do. And like I said, you know, when you got young guys, you got to deal with the pains of them, you know, making mistakes, you know, and lack of experience. So dealing with that, but like I said, I'm still enjoying the job.